Parents gave it to you, like you yourself adopted.
You give it to me. Say you might.
That name sounds like you yourself adopted.
You might also parents.
Your parents actually gave you Moses, Talakai, Tombekai, Gray.
Oh, so you did.
Am I right?
Okay, call Talakai now. Say you won't call out. Say you won't call again.
Okay, welcome. How has it been? A whole lot has been happening. How is life going?
I'm fine, Judas. I just consistently want to tell the Almighty God, thank you, for sparing our life to see this moment, which is very important for us. But I'm good. And I want to say good even to you, OKFM, and the rest of the Liberian people and the other folks from different media institutions and studios. But I'm good.
What do you do these days? Are you working? Are you just sitting? What do you do?
Basically, Judas, I do different things. Different things. And Liberia is such a country that...
Like what?
In the private sector.
Business.
I can't be specific.
Business?
No, your business. When you're in the private sector, what more can you get out of the private sector? Business and a little bit of consultancy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. Because you can't be telling the people they can't have businesses before the men go.
Okay.
But it's legal.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's also...
Yeah, let me be emphatic.
It is important to note that.
It's legal.
Now, did you fast... did you pray yesterday?
I pray every day. One important thing that I do in my life is to say my Lord's Prayer in the 23rd Psalm. No, every morning, every night.
I mean, in response to the president's declaration.
Because some of them don't know their functions, they don't know their responsibility, the usurpation of powers and all of those things.
Well, one of your own lawmakers, hold on, sir, and let me just state here that this is also live on Focus on Liberia, Lata FM TV, DN News, Freedom FM, Exclusive Online TV, Reports 231, and Closing Argument. All of them are also carrying this live as well. One of your own, Senator Augustine Chie, Counselor at Law, who is also a member of the CDC, wrote this. Can the president declare a public holiday? He said there are doubts about whether the president has the authority to declare a public holiday, and debates over that have dominated the public discourse since President Boakai declared today as National Day of Prayer. The president of Liberia can declare a public holiday through an official proclamation based on his or her statutory powers. Under the executive law, the president can declare non-statutory holidays, but must be only for that day. That is, the public holidays declared by the president must be observed only one time. The president can declare public holidays for important national and international events, national mourning, religious observance, special elections, etc. for one time. They are unlike statutory holidays, which are observed perpetually until repealed. Statutory or permanent holidays are created or fixed by law passed by the legislature. Some of them are Independence Day, Flag Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Decoration Day. These holidays are established under Liberia's public holidays laws, Title 26 of the Liberian Code of Law, revised executive law.
When you talk about public holidays, there are two categories. One is national, that makes a non-working holiday. And another one has to do with, it doesn't matter what he says. I know he's been except he relinquishes membership, which is his constitutional right.
Has he been a card-carrying member of the CDC? Sifos
has been a member of the CDC, though he resigned from the CDC before in 2016 to be with the ALP and came back to the CDC. But Sifos was at the National Executive Committee member of the CDC when I served as National Secretary General. In fact, he was chairman for legal affairs of the CDC at a point in time.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, three persons disagree. And it's the right honest edition to agree or disagree with issues. But we disagree with our lawmaker on that. I disagree with him on that.
You think there is not a clear law that says
the
president can declare a public
national holiday? National holiday. They categorize it because the president said national holiday. I disagree with the president on that. And even had the president had that authority to declare a national holiday, I would not have gone to the church or the box to pray on that day because the president is insincere. Okay, who declaring a holiday? What is sincerity to national reconciliation? What is sincerity to interaction with other people who don't agree or people who disagree with him? How does he treat them? What is his behavior to the state? The level of hardship, defaults on commitments by the government. Why should I celebrate somebody who want to chill and do business with the devil to become president of the Republic of Liberia? I smell the scent of the devil on the presidency. Because a president who say I will even dance, the president who say I will even do business with the devil or dance with the devil. Okay, you know the history of that. So why would you want the devil to mingle with you? Even God refused the devil mingling with him. What's about Acarous Gray as a human being? I must reject the devil believing as a Christian. So that has been my consistent rejection. So I cannot dance with the devil. I cannot interact with someone that smells like the devil.
Now, coming to CFOS's claims, if we come back to national,
we got different claims. Only CFOS business we can't discuss here.
No, but there are a whole lot of claims that he made, and you said, okay, it is his right to express his opinion, and people from your party should not go after him and all of that. But these are very major, serious claims he's making about the government he served in, your government, and which was short-lived in terms of a 6-year government when you thought you could have got a second term. And he was trying to outline some of those reasons that led to your defeat. Some of the points he made jive with things that you said before as well when your government was in power, when you had issues with some of the things happening within the very government. So can you now say that he's somewhat right?
Can you be specific what I said? Let me tell you what I said.
Well, in terms of, hold on, sir. Mm-hmm. You were on the back of the government in terms of information dissemination, how to manage that, to have a proper defense and offense in terms of public relations. And he also mentioned that in his piece.
Let me. We have problem in that area in terms of the public relation aspect of selling our government, selling our programs, and selling our projects. And I said that publicly here. So there's no big difference about that on that point.
But he also went further to...
So that's why I said let's go by point. But I agree with that. I concede to that. I accept that. And I love the fact that the CFOS that the opposition are celebrating, that the ruling establishment is celebrating, the CFOS themselves have condemned them. That, look, hold on, the CDC did a lot of good things, but probably the CDC did not sell it the way it should have been sold. And I agree with that.
He said, and let me go, because I hosted him on yesterday. He expanded on, he said, you are, the CDC government, created a political demagoguery. At the head was a Gopio, George, obviously in reference to George Weah as president, a demagogue. That's what you people made him to be, a demagogue. And you know what demagoguery does. That's not a good trend for the leader of any country.
But you see, I love for people to be very fair, Julius. See for self 3 different capacities in the CDC administration, appointed positions.
What are they?
He was deputy minister at the Ministry of Agriculture. He was a contradiction in my mind, but the fact of the matter here is that people should have character. When you know that somebody is not good for the presidency, you resign your position. Not only do you resign your position, you speak up, especially after he had left the government because he has resigned. You remember he had to resign. He left the government. I think 2 years before the close of the government. If I'm right on the sanction, almost 2 years before the close of the government. So he had ample time, that window period, to stand up and even disagree with the government of the Republic of Liberia by then. He's on no public record as some of us who came to your station, under your studio 1, 2, 3, 4 different times. We stood our grounds. He said nothing. Then he went out campaigning. Do you believe that such a person is being truthful to himself or is being sincere to himself at this juncture? I think C4 so in my mind. I think the councillor so out. And
so
I think
what does that mean when you say so?
Probably a lot of things happening under this administration. people in the private sector, lawyers. Let me conclude, Julius.
Yeah.
Some people in the private sectors who are lawyer fee that they can get contracts from government or pleading cases on behalf of government. You know, that's how they survive. The issue of the assets recovery teams running behind people. I'm hearing that some people were sanctioned, worker wants to go after them. So probably these are some of the factors that will have prompted his statement of contradictions.
Right out. Our government didn't promote and protect those who stood in the vanguard of the struggle during the party's days in opposition. Our government placed itself under the illusion of looking for experts and was comfortable with giving contracts, placing the likes of the current Minister of Justice and committees and boards at the expense of its own partisans.
Judas, the first one you read about our government didn't promote and protect those who stood in the vanguard of the struggle during the party's days in opposition. And there's a second point when it comes to